Hello, everybody. Well, I can't even speak. Let me try that again. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Overtaxed Taxpayer channel. I'm going to talk about a couple of different things today. I haven't really made a video. I'd say a little over 7 days, and that's because about 7 days ago they found a hole in the edge of my roof about the size of a basketball, and along that entire side they had to replace a lot of plywood and lay down the membrane again and relay the tile on the roof. And then on the other side of the house, they found two areas that had holes in the edge. We're having problems along our edging. About 4x8, 3x8 holes. That's over the garage. That's been repaired. Then I had a column back because it was leaking. Both areas were leaking, and they did aesthetically a horrible job. So I had to call them back. I had to take a day off. I actually sat on the roof all day long and made sure they freaking did what they're supposed to do. If you don't watch these contractors and you leave your wife home, they will take advantage. They really will take advantage, and it's going to cost you a lot of money in the future. So anyway, so I wanted to show you something. Let's take a look at something here. I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want you to guess what year it is. Picture one. And the final picture. What year do you think it is? Think it's from last year? Maybe a couple of years ago. Would you be surprised to say if I said that it was today, October 29, 2019? When I was a kid growing up, you would have the holiday season, which is basically October start. It would commence and it would end, obviously, New Year's Eve. And as a kid growing up, they would decorate all their stores for the first holiday, Halloween. That would come and go. Immediately they would redecorate the store for Thanksgiving. That would come and go. And then immediately they would decorate the store for Christmas. Now that's no longer the case. And this really goes to our economy and how they're always marketing us. Buy, 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 buy. Buy, 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 buy. I walked into the Lowe's this morning with my wife, and we're upgrading some of the things in the house. And Lord and behold, it's Christmas time. And I took this last photo just to show you. They got the Halloween stuff on the other aisle and all their giant robotic creatures and monsters, and then here it's Christmas time too. They don't give you a break. It's constant marketing to you. They want your money, and that's all that matters. And by the way, when you pick up that stuff and you go to the register, you'll need to ring it up yourself. Silver is hovering right around 1749. I'm actually hoping that the price of silver crashes. I really do, because I am in the acquisition phase. If you want to get precise about it, I would love silver to jump up to $100 an ounce or even more, but not until I reach my goal. I want it to be as low as possible. I hope it falls back down to the mid-14s. And I know that's going to disappoint a lot of people. But I ask you folks, are you ready to retire? Are you really ready to sell that silver? Many of you will say, probably not. Nah, I'm not ready. Then there's no need for the silver price to spike right now. While you're accumulating your silver, your gold, you want the price as low as possible. So I'm hoping price will crash back to the mid 14s. I suspect it won't. I suspect it's going to stay between 16 and 18. Crypto market. A lot of people get angry when I talk about cryptos, but let's take a look at that. Bitcoin, right around $8,059 for one Bitcoin. Litecoin is $54.27. You got Bitcoin Cash at $219. And a lot of people, I say this, they get angry when I talk about cryptos. Matter of fact, a lot of them think I'm pumping cryptos and I'm pumping silver. 100% of my videos, go and take a look at the details, the description. You will see no link that says, click this link to buy your cryptos. And when you click that link, I make 5% or whatever of the sale. You will see no Amazon links in my description, video descriptions. Click this product link and I make some money off of that. And the same thing for silver. There are no links in my video descriptions that try to lure you into clicking it so I can make a couple of bucks off of your silver purchase. I am not pumping silver and I am not pumping cryptos. What I'm saying is coming from the heart. I really believe these two assets, silver as well as gold and cryptos, are going to make us really wealthy someday. That's just coming from the heart. I really believe it. I wouldn't say it unless it's true. My final subject I wanted to talk about is Trump. First, let's take a look at something here. Before, you got a lot of professionals out there, little, behind the computer lawyers. Let's take a look at something. The first thing I want to show you is what Democrats accused Trump of doing. This is what they accused him of doing. Quid pro quo, right here. A favor or advantage granted or expected in return for something. The pardon was a quid pro quo for their help in releasing hostages. Let's go to another definition. Quid pro quo is Latin phrase used in English to mean an exchange of goods or services, in which one transfer is contingent upon the other. A favor for a favor. Very much like contingency on buying a house. I'm going to buy that and contingent if my other house sells. Why am I reading this? Well, first of all, somebody at work asked me what quid pro quo was. Yet they had advice and they had, they had their opinion on what Trump should step down, without even knowing anything. And that is what the news is hoping. This dumbed down society will not open up a dictionary, will not even type in Google what this word means. They're hoping that you vote uneducated. Well, very much like the Russian dossier and the election rigging that they accused Trump of. They accuse Trump of one thing, it's proven that it's not it. So what they do is they morph. Well, it's this, that, and that, and this and that. And they're doing the same thing here. Trump released his transcripts. They read it. They see there is no, you do me this favor, I will do you that favor in it. What do? Well, it's really this, and you see how the accusation, what they're accusing him of, morphs into something else. And it becomes, the accusation, it actually becomes very vague. They don't say he did this, and then it morphs into, well, he did that. No, what they do is they create a fog of war, something that you really can't put your finger on what he's done wrong, but he's done something wrong. Well, if you move this sentence over here and you move this noun over here and this adjective over there, well, shit, it sounds like he wants to kill all the Jews in the world. Sounds like he wants to hang all the black people. Boy, it sounds like he wants to rape all the women. I'm being facetious here. This is what they're saying. Well, it's not really what the transcripts say. It's his intention. Very much like Hillary Clinton. Proof of guilt, but her intentions weren't there. We can't prove intentions with Hillary. We see no guilt because we don't see the intention of committing a crime. See how it flips? But Trump, he's guilty of his intentions, meaning he's guilty of his thoughts. I think time will tell that this is a witch hunt. I think what they're going to do is morph this into a grand investigation again, very much like the Russian hacking and all that whole 2-year fiasco that Mueller just released his report, a few months ago. They're going to morph it into something like that. They are going to drag it out to the very day that you go and vote. They're going to drag it out. It's going to be on every propaganda television channel, every propaganda website, every propaganda newspaper, and magazine. They are the ones who are rigging the election just by the mere fact that they control the flow of information. 99.999% of the people use Google as their search engine. They control the searches. They control what pops up first and what pops up last. It's very much like a water faucet. They can control hot and cold. They pick who you pick. Polls? Polls are who they want you to select. That's all a poll is. This is what we want you to select. And we done the thinking for you. You don't need to do any thinking because the polls say this is what the people want. We did all the thinking for you. So you stupid idiot, just go and vote on who we choose. The two. We're going to choose a Democrat and we're going to choose a Republican. Both are the same. And you just go choose one or the other. We've done all the thinking for you. Fact of the matter is, they did choose to, but Trump got in, and they're pissed. I want to ask everybody a favor. If you can, share my videos, give me a thumbs up, like my videos if you like them, and subscribe. I'm gonna head on out. I smell dinner cooking, and I'm freaking hungry. I've been working all day long. Thank you so much for tuning in, and keep hearing this news about Trump. It was like a slug in the gut, when it first came out. And they have a way of beating you down, these news stations, and this just 24-hour Trump did this, Trump did this. Just keep your chin up, stay positive, okay, folks? Take care of yourselves.